Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lily, and I am so happy that you are here. I hope you are all doing well. In today's video, we are going to work on a super fun and cute project, and it is a Christmas project, and we will be using envelopes to make these. You may be familiar with these, so stick around because we are going to have lots of fun, and I will show you a close-up of these in just a moment. But right now, I want to show you a little bit of my work area. I recently brought in a desk that I've had in storage. Those are the two Christmas journals I'm working on, by the way. And I've set it up here because I needed a designated area to work on my project, specifically for my crafts. And I didn't have anything here in this area except for my printer, which is now living on the floor. This is my chair, which also serves as an extension of my table. But this is where I am trying to keep all of my crafts in one area. It's not working out like I've planned, but I will make adjustments as I continue to work in this space. But I do like that I am right by this large window. Sometimes I do have to adjust the lighting because too much light kind of blinds and creates like this whitewash over the images. So to my left of my desk, I have a folding table that I'm currently using as a desk. I do have a couple of other desks in storage, but I'm making do with what I have. Now this side of the table is specifically for my real estate work. I know, but I have divided it, and I try to keep that section clear of any craft items when I am working. But it is 7 o'clock in the morning, and right now I am focusing on this Christmas project, and so I'm a little bit spread all over the place. But as soon as I start working on my other job, I'll clear my desk. Okay, so this is what we are going to work on today. I know you've seen these. These are little houses made from envelopes, and you can use junk mail envelopes. I am using thrifted number 10 envelopes, but you can use window or non-window envelopes. Just grab yourself some envelopes and let's get busy so we can make some of these cute little houses. I've made them before. They're somewhat whimsical, but these are going to be specifically for Christmas. Look at them. They are so stinking cute, you guys. And I needed to make some of these because I am working on Christmas junk journals in August. And I tell you all about that in the previous video that I've made. Now I will be sharing all of the videos related to these little houses in the description area below. Right now I'm showing you that I am using scraps from the gift boxes that I used to make the Christmas junk journal covers. And that video will also be linked down below. The little whimsical houses, little houses, will also be linked down below. It's a video that I uploaded a couple months ago. So cute, so fun. And I am using everything in my stash, so I didn't go out and purchase any new products or items. A lot of these Christmas items are leftovers from last year. Oh, this was really cute. I took my white gel pen to add like little twinkles on that green paper. I just thought it was so plain, and that really added. They look like twinkles, they look like snowflakes, whatever you want to call them. But look at that. I grabbed trims and stickers and washi, die cuts, things that I haven't used in a really long time. And this trim is so cute. They look like snowflakes. Again, I shopped my stash, and I not only pulled items that were Christmas related, but I also went through my stash to look to see if I had any items that I could use for Christmas. And I did. I found a paper pad that will work just well. and a few other little things. I'm showing you here that the pocket, when the flap is open, is the entire length of the envelope. And I'm going to walk you through this step by step, just in case you haven't seen my previous video. I will show you the process of making these cute little houses. But again, I invite you to go watch those other videos linked down below. And I have a playlist that has to do with everything all about envelopes. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside for just a moment, and I'm going to work on two of them simultaneously. Why not? If I'm going to work on one, let's just work on two. So the very first thing we want to do is seal our flaps on the envelopes. Super easy. You can use a glue stick. I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Just run a thin bead and then just seal the envelope. A moment ago, I showed you kind of like a brief overview of all of the scraps and Christmas items that I will be using. I keep anything Christmas in two drawers, and these are two plastic drawers, and that's about it. I thought I had a lot more Christmas, and specifically paper, and I don't. I don't have a lot of scrapbooking Christmas themed paper. What I do have are a lot of stickers, cute stickers and labels, including Tim Holtz, and I do have a lot of that. Well, I say a lot because, you know, I have it in one drawer, and then all these little like scrap bits and tags and things that I've saved from packaging from last year. So I'm going to use all of those things, or go through all of those things, to decorate these little houses. So after sealing the flap, I am just going to trim a sliver off of one of the ends to create an opening. And that's the only reason I'm trimming that little edge off. I'm pointing out that area where the flap was, we want to make it be part of the front of the little house, and then have the smooth side on the back. And the reason we're going to do that is I don't do too much to the back of the little house envelope. That can be used as a journaling spot. You can further embellish, but the reason I leave it the smooth side in the back is to make it easy to journal. We're going to cover the front side so those flaps and those creases won't show on the facade of the little house. So right now we are just going to fold over. I don't measure. I just kind of eyeball what I think would be a good size for the roof, in quotation marks. And then we're just going to crease that. So you can kind of see how it's taking shape, how now it's kind of looking like a little house, and that top flap is what will become your roof. Now we're going to cut a part of that flap off, the inside part. We're just going to trim it, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So we're just going to cut along the pocket, and I'm going to go about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch past that fold line. And I'll show you why in just a moment. And we're going to do the same on both sides. So just go a little bit past, and I also don't measure. I eyeball it, and I've been pretty good with making sure that they're even on both sides. So you can see how they are now split. And now I'm going to gently fold it over. You could see how I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to make a new crease. And they kind of line up. When you make those cuts and then you gently fold that over, they line up, and then they're even. It's like magic. It just works out really well. Now this front flap, we are going to cut that off. And then I'm going to set that aside. I actually use those little flaps, those little scrap pieces, as note paper on my office side. So that's where I'm setting it. Now the reason we went past that fold line is to make it easy to tuck your fingers into that pocket, or to make it easy to tuck a tag, a note, however it is you plan on using these envelopes. They make great gift cards too. Another thing that you can also do is put money in there, gift cards. So it just makes it easy to tuck things and to be able to pull in and out. Aside from using these little houses in your junk journals, you can also, again, use them, like I said, as gift cards. So cute to make like birthday themed little houses, even Halloween little house. I mean, wow. Once I started working on these little houses, all the ideas started flowing, and I knew that I would eventually want to make little Christmas houses, almost mimicking gingerbread houses. And so that's kind of the look I'm going for. And that's why I'm using all of the cute little stickers and scrapbooking paper that kind of looks like candy or festive. So this is actually a birthday paper pad, but it had a lot of really fun papers that I could use. That kind of resembles the look of a gingerbread house. So I'm just using what I have. Going back to designing and decorating and using your imagination for these little houses, once I created the whimsical houses that you can just pop into any junk journal, I knew that I was going to be creating future little house junk journal pockets that were Christmas themed. And then I'm also thinking of creating some that are maybe Halloween, maybe fall, like Thanksgiving, and then Valentine little houses, birthday little houses. Oh my gosh. So I'm not done making little houses, you guys. I'm creating villages that can be used all year long. The other idea, and I'll tell you that in just a moment. Hold on to that thought. What I'm doing here with the paper is, so this is 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper, and I am cutting it down the width of the envelope, which is about 4, and it's not, just a little bit over 4 inches, maybe like 4 1/16 of an inch. I know, we're getting technical here. What you want to do is just make it a tiny bit smaller than the width of your envelope so that it tucks in nicely into the pocket. Now, we're not putting or pushing the scrapbooking paper all the way in, just enough to where it holds tucked in. We're going to add some glue to the flap, and very carefully, we're going to even it. Now, I am using tape runner, which is not forgiving at all, so I have stuck the paper down and it's crooked. If you want to use an adhesive that is more forgiving, use glue stick. But I'm using the tape runner because I don't want my tape runners to get old, so I'm just going through all of my supplies, you guys. I could leave the entire length of this scrapbooking paper as it is and just glue it down. I could go that way, but I decided to cut it. And I've done both. I've left it the length and then decorated the back a little bit. If I were to have left it, you could still journal on the back of it. The paper's not too busy where it'll obstruct your journaling. But I don't focus too much on the back. But if you are going to create this, you can decorate and embellish the back as much as you want. So these are or will be used as a floating pocket in the junk journals. And I will also link a couple of videos down below where I do flip throughs and show you how I just pop in these little houses into the junk journal without gluing them down, so they in essence become a floating pocket. So we are now going to make a selection and use a paper for the facade, and I'm using lightweight paper. It just makes it easy to make the folds. But on the facade, on that front area, you could use a heavier weight paper since we're not going to make any folds. We're just kind of gluing it on the front. So again, measuring this paper the width of the envelope. Trying not to go wider. And if you cut it down just inside the width, that's okay too. Okay, so going back, I told you to hold on to a thought, and that is all of the different uses that you could have for these little houses. I've mentioned how that you can use them as floating junk journal pockets or floating cards in your junk journals, birthday cards. But one other thing that I am going to do for this Christmas, so I'm going to make a whole bunch more, not for junk journals, but to make a banner. So cute. And I will, once I do that, I will probably do a short video and share it that way. But I will make like a banner and then clip with my clothespins, clip all of the little houses on beautiful holiday trim or ribbon and just, hang it over my window or, on the wall somewhere. I'm sure I have wall space somewhere. Or on the banister. If you have a fireplace, maybe you're not going to light your fireplace, but on the mantle, oh my gosh, how cute that would look, just draped over. And you just take all your little Christmas houses and you take your clips and you clip it onto the ribbon and just, stream it across a window or anything. That is going to look so cute. Okay, that's just one of the ideas. Okay, so here I cut the excess of this scrapbooking paper and I'm just going to fold over at the bottom of the little house, just on the back side, just to finish it off. I could have cut it flush with the bottom, but I find it leaves a cleaner edge if I just fold it over. And then on the back side, it doesn't look bad at all. In the other little houses that I made a couple months ago, I actually would embellish the back with more washi tape just to kind of finish off those edges. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with the second envelope. And I do things a little bit different with this one. So here I add the glue first and then carefully add the scrapbooking paper and just make sure it's even on both sides. And I crease it. I didn't do this with the other. So crease it so that you don't lose that fold so it's easier when you're finished. Sometimes we can lose that crease, that fold, so we have to go finding it again. So creasing as you go along just makes it easier, especially because we are adding all of these layers of paper. And folding it over again, I just cut the excess off because I'm going to do the back a little bit different than I did the other one. So when I get to the part of decorating the front with the pink striped scrapbooking paper, see how easy it was to just fold it over? Oh, I needed more glue for this one. It just makes it for a cleaner edge by folding it over. So now the pink striped scrapbooking paper, I'm going to glue it down. And this time, I am not going to cut it. I'm going to leave the length of it and just fold it over. So either or. And there are some where I have embellished the back and there's others that I have left plain. All depends on what you are going to do with it. And then carefully line it up. Remember, this tape runner is not forgiving. This paper reminds me of candy stripes. And even though it's birthday, it comes from a birthday paper pad, it was fun to go and shop my stash and start pulling items that I wouldn't typically use for Christmas, but because I was so limited on supplies, I had to look at my things with a different set of eyes and think Christmas, and I was able to find so many things, you guys. So many things. So you could see, and I will flip it around so you could see how different the back looks. There is the pink paper on the back, and you could easily journal over the stripes, and the same thing with the one on the left. Again, you decide how you want to do this, and I sure hope that you are giving these a try. What is most fun about working with these little house envelopes is how whimsical they are, because you can dive deep into your scraps and your stickers and use up all of those little bits and pieces of paper. And in the other ones I've made, I used a lot of scraps to embellish. And I used punches, circle punches to make windows, and heart punches to use as a chimney. And so it's so much fun to be able to paper piece and use your imagination and go through all of your little scraps and use them in different ways. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Going through my scraps, I'm looking for papers to make doors. And this striped one here with the vertical lines will be perfect, just like I used it for the one that you see there on the left-hand side. And I'm just going to eyeball the doors. I don't need the doors to be perfectly rectangular, and that is what adds the whimsy nature to these little houses, that it's okay if things are a little bit lopsided. It just makes them more fun. This one was kind of easy. I did cheat because it has the vertical line, so I was able to kind of follow. And I was going to use the stripes as the front of the door, but then as I flipped it to glue it, I like the blue side better. And it's too tiny to read, but those are Christmas sayings. Peace on earth and blessings and Christmas, and that's what it reads in tiny, tiny little letters or words. And I'm going to do the same thing with this green paper, is cut out another rectangle to use as a door. And as much as I want to stay within a color theme, I'm kind of all over the place with color. You've got the pink stripes, and you have those soft blue polka dots that kind of mimic snow. So bringing in, at first I hesitated, bringing in some of those pastel colors and using with more of the traditional Christmas colors, but they work well together. Once you bring in all of the elements and you close it or you finish the project, everything just ties in, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Looks kind of crazy right now, like I'm just all over the place. But I thought the same thing with the ones I showed you at the start of the video. I'm like, oh, these are just, they're not matching. They're kind of all over the place with the color. And then the 5-year-old in me wanted to use all the stickers on the project, like all the stickers. And I did get a little bit carried away with some, but they turned out really cute. And so I really like how they turned out. This was fun and unexpected. These are die cuts that I've had, or the negative from die cuts that I've had for years, you guys. I think this is an old, and I mean super old, Stampin' Up! Card kit. I think that's what it was. Maybe 10 years old. I kid you not. But I saved it because I thought it was cute. Haven't used it in 10 years. But look at how perfect. And I knew I wanted to use it here because I pulled it aside. And they turned into great little snowflake windows. Oh my gosh. So it's so much fun to use junky bits. I mean, I had no intention of holding on to that for 10 years, but the stuff keeps growing. Keeps growing. And you saw once I pull out new sheets of 12 by 12 paper, more scraps are being created. So I was trying to use only scraps, but I didn't have any Christmassy paper scraps, so I had to go using new sheets of paper. And then I also came across these sheets of stickers that I've had for a really long time. And so that was fun. And because they are somewhat old, they're not very sticky. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back of these stickers. And what makes it fun is we are going to use stickers to embellish in ways that we didn't think we could. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just adding the little jolly sticker on the front of that door, and it just looks perfect because it kind of resembles a window on the door. And it's just a little sticker. So, and the more that I found myself working on these, the more ideas kept growing, and I didn't want to stop. The ones I worked on at the start of the video, well, I worked on those last night, really late at night, because I did work until 9 o'clock at night at my other job. And so I got home and I started working on these, and I sent my sister a Snapchat video, and I said, oh my gosh, look at these, how cute they are. She thought they were pretty cute. So I wanted to continue to work on them, and then film a process video to show you this morning. And I do work later today, and so the only time I have for this project to film the process and to also record the voiceover is at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got up extra early today so I could play. I do have limited time today. But let me tell you, when you have a passion for something, and I've said this so many times in the past, when you have a passion for something, you will find the time for it. Whether that be a person or a craft or an activity, if you have a passion, you're going to find time for it. So I will always, always find time to craft, always make time for it. Look at that cute little, what was it? I think that was a little, is it a penguin face? No, it's a little snowman face sticker on the door. Oh my gosh. These little stickers, they are little puffy stickers that I've also had for a bit. Not too long, maybe a couple years. But I love stickers, you guys. I've mentioned it before. I love stickers. These right here, these 2 sheets of stickers, 3 sheets of stickers, I didn't really like. I didn't know how to use them. And I've had these for many, many years. But I held on to them. I thought, I'll use them. And so when I put my Christmas eyes on, these were perfect. They're all in the right colors. And those little buttons, there's little button stickers that I'm going to use as doorknobs. Oh my gosh, so cute. So, and then there's trims on there that I will also be using. So I didn't think about using those sticker sheets any other time of the year. But now they are. So those will forever live in my Christmas drawers. And I'm going to use this trim to line the edge of the little house roof. And you can go as wild and crazy as you want with these little houses. That's what makes it so fun. You can over embellish or under embellish. You can go vintage. You can go grungy. You can, oh my gosh, so many ideas. If you have watched my other video, which is a couple months now, and you have made some of these since then, let me know down below. Let me know if you've made some of these and if you've had fun making them. Now, I will tell you, maybe the first one, maybe the first one is kind of wonky and maybe you don't like it as much, but keep going. Keep creating, keep making, and the ideas will flourish. You'll get your juices flowing, and all of a sudden, you've made 100 of these. I kid you not, you'll get there. I'm having to adjust the light. So you'll see it kind of go from bright to dim. And yeah, that's the only tricky part about creating right by a window. Um, so I'm still getting the hang of it. But I like it. I love being able to look out the window. It's so nice, and it's such a beautiful day today. I'm facing the rear of the house. So my craft area is on the second floor, and it is in the loft. So I'm very grateful and very fortunate that my parents had or have a loft on the second floor that they did not use. There was a sofa up here, but other than that, there wasn't anything else up here. And so when I moved in, um, my mother told me that I could use this area. And I was initially just going to use it as my office. But then where was I going to put my crafts? And so now I use it both as my real estate office and as my craft workshop. But you guys, this is the crazy thing about me, okay? When I am doing real estate things, I need a clear desk because my things can be overstimulating. And so I need to set them aside because I put my real estate hat on and that's all I do. And then when I'm crafting, oh my God, I've got stuff all over the place and I can't get enough of it. So I can craft with all kinds of things on my desk. But when I'm working my real estate, I nothing but my files and my mouse and my keyboard, and that's it in front of my computer. Can't do anything, can't have anything else. I need to just move everything. So my plan is to eventually, because I'm still going through my things. I'm still going through my storage unit. In fact, I was at my storage unit over the weekend when I decided to bring out the smaller desk I showed you at the beginning. And so I'm still bringing things out, getting rid of some things. And I don't know how long I will be here. My plan is to eventually purchase my own house. But in the meantime, I am doing the best that I can given the space that I have. I'm getting sidetracked here. Right now, I am looking for stickers to decorate the roof of the little house, and I thought those stickers that look like Christmas ornaments would be perfect. But instead, I'm going to keep searching and I'm going to use labels for the roof so that I can then use some Tim Holtz words over those labels. And I will leave some white space, some blank area for personalization or, maybe some other embellishment in the future. So I don't want to over embellish. I want these to be used for journaling, for note taking, for something. But they do look beautiful as they are. They really do. So I kind of jumped ahead and I didn't show everything I used for this one. I did add a little Tim Holtz label on the roof and some Tim Holtz word stickers, and then also added some trim at the bottom. So cute. So going back to the space where I'm in, I face the rear and it's so nice. When I do voiceovers, I usually do those in the bedroom, which has a front-facing window, and that's where I see the doves in the mornings. So my voiceovers, I typically do first thing in the morning when it's nice and quiet, because this is a family home, and I have my parents here, and there's a lot of activity going on in this house. We are a large family, and even though not every, we don't have 100 people living here, but we have 100 people coming and going all the time. We have a large extended family. My sister comes over often, and all of her children, and they have spouses and they have children, and my grandparents, my parents have an open door policy, and so everyone is always welcomed here, and so there's always a lot going on. Anyway, so that is why I record my voiceovers first thing in the morning, because we never know what the day is going to be like. And when I'm doing it, I look out the bedroom window, which faces east towards the Wasatch Front, and we have a couple of great big pine trees on the front lawn, and that's where the doves live. Yes, so cute. Okay, with this, so I didn't talk about how I'm using these heart punches and die cuts to mimic the chimney, because this is what I've done in the past. I could have easily cut a square or a rectangle for the chimney, but why? I've got hearts, and hearts are just perfect. I didn't quite like the, well, I did like it, the neon trim that was on this heart. I loved it, but it just didn't match. And so I'm using some of this red and white baker's twine to finish off this chipboard heart that I die cut with the Tim Holtz Big Dies Hearts die. That was a mouthful. And we're just now going to glue them down so they can look like cute little chimneys. Oh my gosh, so cute. Can you see how they are coming together and they are taking shape? Oh, so cute. You know what would also be fun is to run it through the sewing machine. Like the edges on the bottom half of the envelope, and also run the edges of the roof through the sewing machine. I may just have to do that. I don't do it with these, but do you see how even me watching my video as I'm recording this voiceover, I'm getting more and more ideas. This is one of the plastic drawers that I keep a lot of the Christmas embellishments in. And I'm grabbing my stickers, and I'm going to now use all the stickers, all the cute stickers, even more than I've already used. These are puffy Christmas stickers. So stinking cute. When I walk into the craft stores, I will walk down the sticker aisle, and it's dangerous for me, you guys. Dangerous. You guys are not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, but I have a confession to make. So a while back, maybe last year, I was at Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree had just received a huge sticker inventory. You guys won't believe how much I spent at the Dollar Tree on stickers. You're not going to believe this. I almost feel like having you guess. I don't think I told my sister, because it was just a crazy amount, and I didn't realize it until I got to the register. Okay, but the stickers that I bought, and I want to say it was last year, either last year or earlier this year. And when I got to the register, even the cashier at the Dollar Tree looked at me like I was crazy. You guys, I spent $100 at Dollar Tree, and this was before stickers were $1.25. I spent a little over 100 because I grabbed a few other things, but I do remember my total was about $107. Oh, can you believe? I'm speechless now, and thinking back, I'm like, what were you thinking? Well, the stickers were cute. What could I do? Yeah, I did. Isn't that just absolutely insane? And it was stickers and the rub-on transfers. Yeah, I know. And I think I've done the same, like at Hobby Lobby. And yeah, Hobby Lobby has great stickers. I like the sticker collection at Hobby Lobby more than I do at the Michaels and at the Joann's. I do at Hobby Lobby. And then whenever I shop anything online, I always get stickers too. So, but I do use my stickers a lot. I do, you guys. I've been using stickers since, oh my gosh, elementary. and hoarding them too. I remember being in elementary school and having a huge Snoopy and the Gang, Charlie Brown stickers because one of my classmates' dad worked where they made stickers. I don't remember where he worked, what company, but they made stickers, and he was always sending the teacher boxes of stickers for us to use in the classroom. I will never forget that. And so my friend would always give me a separate little stash of Charlie Brown and Snoopy stickers. Oh, I remember that. I remember it as if it was yesterday. So cute. So yes, I think that's when my sticker addiction started. Yes, but anyway, maybe I need intervention. No, I don't. I love stickers, you guys. I love them, and I use them all the time. So now I went ahead and grabbed some of this beautiful pom-pom trim because it looks like snowballs. Look at how cute that looks. It's like perfect. And the other one that I used on the red roof house, that trim, those look like snowflakes. So stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. I do have mini pom-pom trim, but it's not white. It is like a beige color. Oh, that would look nice, like on a vintage Christmas house. Ooh, I think I'll do that. So stinking cute. What else are we doing? We are getting close to the finish line where I will add a few more details. I grabbed my Faber-Castell Pitt pen and I am going to outline the edges of the little houses because I have found that this ties it all in together. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what I did here is I took my little, I don't know what this is called, this tool, this little flour sack bag, but it's to help, it's for embossing. It makes it so that you don't get embossing powder all over, but it's also really good for sticky stuff. So because I used the tape runner and I got some tape runner on the edges of the little houses or the envelopes, it was sticky on the edges. And I have found that using this little flour sack, I have no idea. This little flour sack pack or pouch on the edges, it gets rid of the sticky. Yes. So these are little tools that I've had for a very long time that I didn't use. And so now it lives on my desk to get the sticky off of areas I don't want it to be sticky. As I was looking at these, they looked a little bit plain. And I remembered that I liked to use washi tape to embellish the edge at the top of the pocket, and then maybe a little bit on the right-hand sides of the pockets as well. So that is what I'm going to do. And the reason is, and I said this before, if you watch my shorts, do you watch my shorts videos? I try to upload shorts videos. I'm trying to, at least once a week, to share tips and storage ideas and things like that. So if you haven't watched them, I shared one recently about washi tape. And I went through all my washi tape and I discovered that a lot of it had gone dry and it wouldn't even peel anymore. And I set out to use all of my washi in all of my projects. Maybe not all of it at once, but I am using washi in all of my projects in one way or another. Remember what I've said, my little mantra? If we have glue, if we have tape, if we have scissors, we can fix anything. We can also decorate anything. And so I love washi tape. And I've come to accept that I will not stop buying washi tape, even though I said I was, but that was a big fat lie. I'm still buying the washi tape, so I will use the washi tape in everything that I create. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it's going to be. And look, just a little bit there. And, I'm really surprised. I've had these Christmas washi tapes for a while, for a long time, for a few years. And these are still so good. They're not as sticky, so I had to use a little bit of glue to make sure they stick down. But that red one stuck down just fine. So just kind of going through my washies to see what will coordinate. And I know I've got a few Christmas ones dangling from this ring. And this ring, I have had a few people ask me where I got this ring. The Reset Girl, she had some on her website a few years ago. I think I bought this one like 2016, 2017. But I went back to her website recently to see if she still carried it, and she doesn't. But you can find similar washi tape rings on Amazon. I did see a few come up there. And it is such a great way to keep washi tape. But I also keep a 2-tiered basket on my desk that holds more washi. And then on the bookshelf, I have even more washi. One of these days, let me know. You let me know. Would you be interested in seeing the loft and how I have everything set up? It is, it's a hot mess. It really is. I have a lot of stuff, and but I find it organized, as crazy as other people may think it looks. Because you are a crafter, you know about craft rooms and things. So I know that you will not pass judgment. So if you are interested in seeing what my loft area looks like, let me know, and maybe I'll tidy up a little. No, you know what? I'm not going to tidy up. If you want to see it, I will show it to you as it is and how I work and create in it every single day. So just let me know down below if something like this would interest you. I've shown you my spaces in the past, but they were never complete because, I've moved a dozen times in the past few years. That's a slight exaggeration, but I have moved a lot recently, and then I'll do it again. I'll do it again soon. I'm just making myself comfortable. That is all. So see, this is where I take the Faber-Castell pit marker or pit pen and just going around with some doodly border lines and then making some little messy squigglies, some scratchy chicken scratchy loops there. So it looks like loose thread. Ah, that's what it is. And just having those black lines framed around these little houses just brings it all together. I need a sip of coffee. Give me just a moment. I was starting to lose my voice. It's getting kind of scratchy. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know if you plan on making some little Christmas houses. Aren't they so cute? And these would also be perfect in lieu of a traditional Christmas card, right? I'm a card maker, you guys. I love making cards, but these would be perfect. That just gave me an idea. So maybe I'll make little house Christmas cards. Well, not Christmas cards, but in lieu of, make these little Christmas houses to give instead of a Christmas card. There you go. I'm also outlining the door with the black pen, and that just ties it all together. More squiggly lines. It looks, by doing this, it just looks finished, and it just ties it all together, brings it home. No pun intended. And for the blue door, I'm going to use the white pen. And that'll also help that door pop. And to make the pen work, I just kind of rub it on my finger, on my skin, and that makes the ink flow better. I learned that tip from Diane Reevely. I think it was her a while back. That's what she does. Look at that door, you guys. So stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I can't get over how cute these are. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you have made some of these little houses. If you plan on making some, I think you should. You are going to have so much fun doing so. And you can go ahead and decorate the back, journal on the back, do whatever you want. Just make some, you guys. These are so fun. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for being here and for supporting my craft, supporting my YouTube channel. I am so appreciative. I am so flattered that you are here. Thank you to all of my new subscribers for joining, and a big hug to everyone that has been here from the very beginning with me. You guys are awesome, and I could see every day how my YouTube channel is growing. Thanks to you. Thank you so much. By the way, I also have an Etsy shop where I do sell some of the items and junk journals and cards that I make. So that link will be down below. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I try to reply to all of your comments as soon as possible. You guys are awesome, and I thank you for being here. I love sharing what I do on this platform, and I sure hope that you are enjoying my content as much as I enjoy creating it. I wish you all well, wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!